Welcome to Toss the Dice, Thieves and Kings. This is our first episode for the series, and before we get rolling, I just wanted to let everybody know that there is kind of a rough patch in audio. We have since patched up some of these issues that we were having in episode 1, but if it sounds particularly bad and grating on you, I will have a summary of what happens in the description. That said, there is some really great character moments, and I don't recommend skipping it. So if you can bear with it, the staticky sound, then I would really recommend doing that. Without further ado, our episode.
Oh, hello there. Welcome to Metrosix. It's the capital of Delaire. But more importantly for our story, it's a dangerous place. Each of the king's successors in the last 14 years have died trying to sit on that blasted adamantine throne. It's not just dangerous for the high lords and ladies, though. Without a strong leader, the presence of the city's watch is barely felt and rarely respected. A few areas have found some semblance of stability under a powerful high lord or lady. But there's nothing like that for the Styx. Metrosix, 6th District.
Welcome to Toss the Dice. I am your DM, Brendan, and we have with us playing Elektra.
Alyssa.
And playing Aurelius.
My name's Aaron.
And playing Haven.
Paul.
And last but not least, playing Piper.
Elise.
Here our heroes gather in an unsuspecting tavern to discuss business. Not everyone is met today, so as two characters approach your table, you have to assume, Elektra and Aurelius, that these are the people you hired. So as Piper and Haven approach the table, what do they look like?
Piper is a tiefling. She is about 5'2", 5'2.5", maybe on a good day. She has light pink skin and kind of like really curly reddish hair, and not just like orange red, but like pushing red hair. They're in two low pigtails. She wears a pretty dark color scheme. She wears mismatched socks, and she does not fold her laundry, is what she looks like.
Ooh, okay.
She has a lot of trinkets and belts and straps and knickknacks and bags and she's a trinket goblin kind of, but more of an edgy emo. Speaking of emo, she does have makeup. It's canon. She wears a messy smoky eye. Think of Ciri from the Witcher games. That kind of it's basically just like black smeared on her eyes.
Okay.
She tries.
Haven definitely does fold his laundry. Let's see, we're going to start off with, he has platinum blonde hair, kind of turquoisey type eyes and it's not really it's not like, these eyes aren't necessarily like normal looking. It's kind of, the pupil of the eye is actually a little faded away. It's obviously there, but it's kind of covered with that color. He has tan skin, and his appearance is, he has somewhat of a kind of a vest / hoodie type of clothing on, and
it's almost like a fitted trench coat.
A fitted trench coat, but it's like,
It has a hoodie.
But as a hoodie, yeah. And kind of has like a vest over it, and I guess one of his main characteristics is that he attempts to look good for a kid. So he tries to put up his hair and tries to look good.
Yeah, speaking of that, Piper is 17. I forgot to mention that. So
yeah, so like
and you're 18.
I'm 18, yeah. So basically teenagers. So these are just kids trying to make their way, trying to make their way through the streets. So that was a great voice crack. Puberty has not left me yet, as you can see. So
channeling the character.
Yeah, I'm playing the character, like right.
And as Piper and Haven approach the table, what do they see?
Elektra is a human. She's about 5'9". She has very curly black hair. She's got it kind of pulled back to her face, but it's not from her face, but it's not super long. It's like shoulder blades type deal, not super long. She has hazel eyes, very olive skinned. She has her sleeves. She's wearing like, a looser button down kind of workman's like sturdy shirt. She's got the sleeves rolled up to like halfway up her bicep to kind of show off the biceps a little bit.
She's a beefy girl.
She's definitely got some scrapes and scars up her arms. She's got her arms crossed on her chest. She doesn't look super open. She's just kind of she's squared up. She's hunkered.
And Aurelius.
So Aurelius is a human as well. Has long black hair that he kind of combs back. Where they see him, he has green eyes. I don't know his height, but he's definitely shorter than Elektra.
Short king.
When we see him, he's got his boots propped up on the table and leaned back into his seat, eyes closed, just listening to the environment around him.
Side note, since Haven and Piper said their ages, Elektra is 25. I believe Aurelius was 26.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Side note plus, I forgot to mention that Haven is a ASMR. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay. Now, the tavern itself is quite crowded, and it is very loud. Right now, there is a singer who has almost all eyes on her. She has a white strip of hair over a particularly dark portion of skin, which is contrasted by white irises. But over the din, if you speak up, you can hear each other. As you approach, you're surprised to see Piper walking up with you. You almost didn't recognize her. How long has it been?
It's been
4 or 5 years.
4 or 5 years. And I guess, are we going right into character?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, absolutely. Sweet.
All right, so I'm assuming Haven sees Piper first, right?
Yes.
All right. I don't know how you managed, but you snuck up on her. Take it away.
Just that good. I'm just that good. Piper?
She kind of looks around to see who spoke her name, because sometimes if someone calls out her name, that might not be a good thing. So she's like, huh. So she looks around.
Actually,
she's obviously very startled. Kind of like the no touchy hand gesture of like Cusco, just kind of yeah.
Whoa, it's me. It's Haven.
She kind of is like squints looks at him. It, the cogs are whirring. She's putting it together, connecting the dots. Steven Hawks. Is that you?
That's me.
What the? How? Where have you been?
I've been working, I guess. Yeah, I've been working. It's kind of a long story, but
What are you doing here?
I'm assuming the same purpose as you.
She looks over to the table and kind of gestures, pointing at him and back at the table. Really?
I believe so.
Now, how did a goody two shoes like you get caught up in this?
All right, I'm not a goody two shoes, but
Oh, okay. All right. It's been a little bit, so you might have become a big strong man. So forgive me if you if you grew a backbone while I was gone.
I nervously laugh and just say, "Yeah." I just like look at my arms. Haven is a kind of a more thin kid, so he's a bit scrawnier. But yeah, he's just looking at it. Like, yeah,
He's a
yeah.
little boy. He's got that runner physique.
Of course, this conversation is happening in front of the table with the two of you, Elektra and Aurelius.
Last time I saw you, I think I was taller than you.
I'm not. I don't think so. I thought I was quite taller than you.
All right, let's be honest.
Hey,
We hit puberty after we left.
Aurelius.
You were.
Yeah,
Are these
yeah,
the
yeah.
kids you hired?
Yeah,
Huh?
I'm pretty sure they are. But
I
come on,
just
this is
checking.
adorable. Yeah.
Listen, it is pretty cute. I'm not gonna lie, but I thought they'd at least come in and introduce themselves if they're coming to meet us.
Now,
Give
I
'em
will
a
remind
moment.
you real quick that you do know Piper from well, you worked together at some point, but you've never actually met Haven because he was a referral.
It's okay. It's okay. I haven't seen Piper smile this much in a long time. So it's a good change of pace.
Oh, sorry.
And I'm pretty sure she just blushed. So this is worth its weight in gold.
So Piper kind of wraps up the conversation, and she kind of, obviously she knows you guys are there, but she kind of got caught up in the moment. Oh, Haven, have you met Elektra and Aurelius?
No,
I mean, you're going to be working with him, so I figure you might as well meet him.
Right. Sorry about that. I approached you guys just kind of I was like, oh yeah, my bad. Kind of look, and goes up to Aurelius and extends his hand. Haven Hawks, nice to meet you.
Aurelius. So you're the replacement.
I guess so.
Well, sit down. Let's talk business.
All right.
What's your guys' deal? Our deal. I'll start. Our deal is he thinks he's real big and smart, and he makes all the plans, and I back him up and keep him from getting killed. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people have tried to beat this kid into the ground before. I've done a pretty decent job of it, of keeping him from dying. So that's my deal. What's y'all's deal? Because I don't know.
So Haven and I guess you could say we were childhood friends. 4 or 5 years ago, before
I ended up working for the Crankhammers, so that's my end.
That's a nasty bunch. You trying to get out of there or something?
Honestly, I wouldn't like to share much, but yes, in short.
Listen, I get that. I get that. But what do you bring into the group? He doesn't tell me anything. So I'd like to get some information from you, to actually understand what is going on. Aurelius, pointed look. in his direction.
Well,
Your job is to act as security. My job is to keep your pockets lined with gold. So
My job is to make sure you don't do stupid things. So sometimes it helps to know what you're doing to keep you from getting killed. Just saying, putting it out there.
well, I mean, I'm the rogue, I guess, for this little effort. But what exactly are you doing now? What's your whole thing in this whole debacle?
That's a very good question. Aurelius, so why is it that I'm the replacement? What did the original hired person, what was he supposed to do?
well, you wouldn't have replaced him if you couldn't do the same thing. We need sort of a mechanist and an arcanist.
Is that what you do now? I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, I guess I can.
You guess. I hope you know you can.
Oh,
Elektra, don't these kids remind you of us?
Playing coy. And
Nah, they're way cuter. We were never this cute.
That's true. We were street rats.
Yeah. Not only that, but you were never cute, period.
Oh,
Listen,
I
okay,
think
I take it back a little bit. Only a little bit. It was kind of cute when you do that little puppy dog pout when you just got your butt handed to you. It was
You mean
kind of
this
cute,
one?
but mostly it was pathetic. So like,
What?
But in short, yes, I most certainly can do his job and more. So you don't have to worry about me. Just give me a little bit of metal and I'll do the rest. And
Good.
of course your orders. So
Well,
all right, well, good to know.
yeah. If
And
you do a
then-
good job with this, there might be more gold in it for you.
yeah.
Hopefully.
Well,
I
of
guess
course, this job came by way of an ad in the paper. However, there wasn't any question of whether or not you would take it because author of the ad was someone familiar to Elektra, almost a father figure. And he's looking for a little bit of help protecting his bar from what might become looted gang territory. So, in order to keep the bar safe, you'll have to protect it likely from both the red gears and the heavy brass. Now, you've assembled this team together to accomplish this task. What's the plan?
Well, the job is simple. It's just a mere protection, but it's for a tavern. We're gonna have potential run-ins with high brass and the red gears, and our job is just to keep the shindig safe.
So basically, just keep crap from hitting the ceiling, eh?
More or less. I mean, preferably, all things go well. Not only do we keep the tavern safe and all of the people inside, but we bring some extra business to the tavern itself. Do a little advertising as a gang-free space, so to speak.
Will we get discounts at this tavern too? On drinks specifically?
Depends on how nice you are and how well you do.
Ooh,
Sure.
I'll be sweet, real sweet.
I think the pay will entice you enough, Piper. Don't worry about that.
speaking of which, how much?
At
Well.
least guaranteed one good gold coin.
Yeah, I was about to say at least one gold coin. However, there is kind of more to that. He is turning this into kind of an anti-gang rally. And so he's trying to get as many people as he can down there. In theory, if you were to drum up more business, then he could afford to pay you a little. So yeah, because of the gang violence, it's not always a place that gets hit up. most of the taverns people visit are in pirate territory. That's actually where you guys are now. So this would go a long way for Aldor. If you're able to push back gangs.
Yeah, no, listen, I've been at this for a while. The more you help the community, the more the community helps you, kid. So the more we actually spread the word about this, the more money lines our pockets.
All right. So we advertise, and we also do bodyguard work.
Yeah. And yeah, and at least Elektra's been familiar enough with that tavern, and she brought me over there. I've walked the grounds myself, and we'll make sure to have good posts for both of you.
That sounds great. I mean, for a one-time gig, I'm sure that I'd love to do this.
I mean, I don't have any complaints about this, so sounds good to me. Are we? When are we going to head over there?
So, this will be taking place in 1 week's time. During that time, you'll be able to advertise, reach out with your various strategies, or do whatever else you need to, such as surveying the area. And we'll pick up from there.
Okay. I would like to hire at least 3 other pirates in a lesser capacity as protection for this event, who are basically just like, they're just going to attend and just walk the audience.
Pirate for hire.
What's your goal with this? Like, are you thinking like crowd control inside? Are you thinking just like extra muscle, like in case we get overrun? Like,
yeah, I'm just preparing for the worst. They just get to chill. They get to hang out. But the thing is if things take an ugly turn, they're going to be extra detail.
I feel like they're going to take an ugly turn if they get any drink in their system. These are pirates. Pirates are rowdy boys.
Yeah, I'm actually debating whether or not a pirate would even let you hire them. However, if you've got the coin, obviously there was one Thieves Guild member turned you down, hence Haven arriving. But if you're just hiring a couple of them for a day, you might actually be able to hire some. Take that role. They're not usually one for fighting, but they are for hire.
And they're also, they're probably pretty perceptive since, thieves got to be kind of aware of everything going on around them. And they're good at picking people out, they got to, or steal something. So they're good at picking out faces, and they're kind of in the, they're in a gang of sorts or a guild. And so I'm assuming they'd be pretty familiar with the faces of other gang/guild members. So they might actually be able to recognize some people in a crowd.
And if I can actually offer an alternative, because you get what you pay for. And with the Thieves Guild, that's quite a lot. So we're talking 2 gold for the hour. But you can hire a couple of street thugs, though. They won't be as handy, but they'll be a lot cheaper. We'll be talking silvers instead. For the day, not for the hour.
Okay. Well, in that case, I want to omit. I think our team's got it.
Okay.
Maximize our payday.
Confidence you had in it there.
Yeah.
All right. The week passes, and through various means, you drum up business. You head over to Aldor's place. And this is the morning that the event is supposed to take place. Now, as you walk up, there's a man outside who's holding a broom, but he's not sweeping anything. He's talking to a young man. He looks to be pretty familiar, actually. To most of you, can't quite put your finger on it, but, like, you almost feel like you know him. And the conversation doesn't seem to be a full-blown argument, but it does look tense. And this young man is probably about Elektra's age, and you definitely know him, Elektra.
And she's marching into the conversation. She is butting in.
So the two of them turn to you, and Aldor says, "Hey there, Elektra. How's it going?"
I'm doing all right. Aldor. Aldor. I forgot his name partway through saying it. Okay. Listen, Al. Yeah. Listen, Al. I'm
Please,
doing pretty
Big
good.
Al.
Big Al. I'm Big Daddy Al. I'm doing pretty good. Is Kimon here bothering you? Dude, I told you, if you're gonna pester him, don't come around, okay?
He just rolls his eyes at you, and he looks back at Aldor, and he says, "Listen, I really think you should be out of here tonight. There's no reason for you to stay. Just let us handle this. The heavy brass, by the end of the day, I promise you, by the end of the day, the Red Gears won't be able to bother you."
Listen, we don't want anybody bothering us, and that includes you and your little gang, bud. Listen, we don't appreciate you coming around here. I'm sorry for speaking for you here, Big Daddy Al. But, listen, he's got some security here, and she gestures to herself and the other three. And we don't want you and your pals coming around. How many times do I have to get the street ahead?
Listen, I told you, we ain't no gang.
All right. Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. When you shake down old ladies in the street, it's not a gang activity. No, never.
Listen, we're just trying to fix what's wrong with this place.
What did old lady Simmons ever do to you? Huh?
I didn't mug an old lady.
Listen, you're too strict about your stupid rules, and it's gotta stop. Listen, Al, you want me to throw him out? Is he bothering you?
When you say that, he steps up to you and leverages that extra inch to look down at you just a little bit, and says, as if you could.
At that, Aurelius immediately briskly walks up to Elektra. And Aurelius talks to him and says, "Still causing trouble?"
Aurelius, listen, I love you, bud. You gotta back down on this one. I'm gonna kick his ass. I'm getting him out of here. That's it. This is the last straw. Square up, bud. It's you and me.
Aldor puts his he puts the broom between you guys, and he's like, hey, not at my place, guys. Come on.
Only because you told me to. Only because I'm here am I backing off right now. And I need you to know that, because if this were any other place, I would be squaring up.
He stands there very still for a second before turning to Aldor and says, "Listen, just clear out of here, please." And he walks away, with pointedly not looking at you.
Man, sometimes I really hate my brother. You know that?
Family's family.
Yeah, but barely in his case. I don't even know if he's human. Jerk.
As he walks away, he's got this very military, short, clean haircut, and
Your hair looks stupid, by the way. I always thought it looked better long.
And he wears what looks to be like a very shabby uniform. It's barely a uniform, but it definitely looks like it's trying to be militaristic.
That's my twin brother, Kimon. He's a pain in my butt, forever and always. Yeah, he thinks he's some big hotshot, and that he can tell everybody else what to do. But him and his little gang, they all think that they can do whatever they want because they think they're bringing order to the place, but all they're doing is cracking down on everything and everybody for no reason. Elektra just like shakes her head, and she turns to Aurelius and says, "Man, I swear, one of these days I'm gonna kill that kid. He drives me nuts. Just because he got an inch taller, he thinks that he can tell me what to do? Absolutely not.
Okay, hold on. DM, was he in the sewers with us?
Yeah, he definitely would have been.
Yeah. Well, look, he hasn't changed a day. I will say that. However, as long as he doesn't try anything tonight, he's harmless.
It sounds like he is gonna try something though. He's clearly telling Aldor to clear out.
How many times did we teach him a lesson when he got a little uppity in the sewers?
Yeah, but now he's got a bunch of big tough. Okay, but now he's got a bunch of big tough friends, and he thinks he's some big hotshot.
Aldor clears his throat and says, listen, you guys can't be too hard on him. He's the one who told me this is going to be happening. And he didn't have to. In fact, I'm sure he got in a lot of trouble letting us know about the whole fight here with his boys, So I'm just saying, I mean, you guys wouldn't even be here for him. So don't be too hard on the boy.
Fine, but I swear if he gets in the way tonight, I'm gonna kick his butt. And you can't stop me.
You know what? As long as you're protecting the place, okay? As long as you're protecting the place. And I know you're good for it.
Come on, Big Al. You know we would do it for you any day.
Oh, absolutely. I know. But, I just want you to know that I know.
Yeah, okay.
You know?
Well, in any case, what can I help you with? Is there anything you want to do to set up? I seen you around here a little bit, Aurelius.
Yeah, no, I've just been tightening down the area for security. Here's a question I have for you, Al. When does the function start?
Oh, just this afternoon. I'll run it for several hours. An open house of sorts.
Okay.
You'll be on the clock for the whole time.
Yeah. I think we should, and he looks at the group, I think we should go through the market one last time, kind of spreading the word to anyone who wants to come. And then we'll come back here and set up shop for the night. Does that sound good? All right.
Also, you three, you guys know a lot of faces in the red gears and the heavy brass, because I just want to make sure nobody's gonna be trying to slip through the door and cause trouble if they're from one of the gangs.
I actually might know somebody who can help us. Let me see if I can meet up with her. So she's the intel broker who should be my connection.
Okay.
I mean, I know a fair amount of people. I just want to cover my base.
All right. As you meet up with your intel broker, what are you looking for?
I'm looking for...
In fact, actually, let me, as you walk in, she says, Aurelius, you're back in town. It's good to see you.
Hey, Al, I doing a little safety gig for Big Al, and it's basically a party, just rallying everyone together. And I was wondering if you would like to be my +1.
Want to be there? I usually deal in information. I don't do jobs, and I don't really like put myself in the danger zone. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not good business.
Yeah, but come on. What about for me?
What about for you? What about for me?
You're saying that night in Jair didn't mean anything to you?
It meant I had a good time. Why, you saying it meant something to you? I'd love some dirt. I'd love some leverage, so please say that it does.
I will neither confirm nor deny.
I knew it. You're crazy about me.
Well,
I'm sorry. The friends and family discount isn't that good.
Alright. Well,
I guess it all depends. What do I get at it? If I go there,
you made your decision now. I hear you loud and clear. I guess I'll just have to find another dame to take.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Let's go. It's a 19 plus 5. Let's go.
Oh! Whoa. Who are you trying to take?
Oh, I just thought, I thought Diana might want to come along with me. But, it's a real shame. I would have preferred to take you.
Diana? You gonna take Diana?
Yeah?
No. Listen. She don't got curves like these.
Well, look. Let's be real here. First off, it would be my honor to take you, but secondly, what I really need is you're the intel broker. I need somebody to help me identify any heavy brass or what's the other one? The red
gears.
Yeah. I need someone there who can point out any red gears or heavy brass that come through. And I know you know names and faces. And besides, I promise to keep you safe. I always have.
I'm not worried about being safe. I'm worried about business. If I show my face there and start ratting people out, it'll be bad. Bad for business. You know what I mean? I gotta think about the long term.
Oh, come on. You and I aren't even gonna be down there. No one's gonna see us. We'll be up on the rooftop. Just you and I and a bottle of some really expensive ale.
Okay, it better be. If it costs anything less than 1 gold coin, I'm out, okay? And don't you worry, I'll be tasting it when I get there, okay?
Okay. I want you to meet me on the roof of Big Al's, okay?
Also, 70%.
70. You're killing me. No, not 70%. 25.
No. You misunderstand. I'm drinking 75% of that bottle, okay? It went up 5 for your misunderstanding. That's your bad, okay?
Man, I knew I loved this girl.
Okay. 80% of the bottle. And
Now we're talking.
80% of the bottle. And I'll even throw in a gold coin for you.
Okay. I'm up on a roof. Nobody sees me. Getting wasted. On the good stuff. You gave me a gold coin. And what I remember of the night better be good, okay?
Okay. Only the best. But again, remember, you can't... I'm gonna let you drink. But you have to point out anyone you see comes to this party who is...
Hey, you got it. You know I'm good for it.
Okay. All right.
Hey, for dinner, can you cook some of those little quiches that you do so good?
Only for you, Boo Boo. Okay. Yeah.
Sure, you can use my kitchen. You're welcome. Thanks for asking.
Yeah. Okay. We're gone. I'm leaving. I'll see you.
By the way, I just assume, Aurelius, that since you've been back in town, you've just been crashing at my place, rent free, because I have a second bedroom, and you're just like, yep.
Wait. She says, wait. When is this happening?
This is tonight.
Tonight? Oh my gosh! You don't give me time to do my hair? Okay. Well, hold on. You know what? Yeah. Okay. I'll be there. I'll meet you down there, I guess.
Oh, that's my girl. All right. And he walks out, gives her one final wink, and steps out the door. And then does one of these, hands on the knees, is like, oh.
I'm gonna tell Aurelius that woman is a terror, and I love her for that. Listen, am I friends with the woman? No. Would I ever be? Probably not. But you know what? I respect her.
She's gonna be the death of me.
She is, probably. She'll rat you out. You know it.
No, she won't.
Also, I just want you to know, Aurelius, I did make notes of both Elle in my notes, and also Deanna, the girl that you threatened to take instead of her. Just so you're aware. I have that noted.
Okay, good. I mean, I'm gonna forget that, so I appreciate that.
As you arrive and set up shop, Aurelius takes place on the L. L turns to you and says, "Hey, would you look at that? You see him over there? She waits for you to walk over and take a look.
Okay, I do so. I immediately actually focus my gun on him.
And she says, "You see that guy?
Yeah.
Nobody." And she says, "But if you take a look at that kid over there, he's a paper boy. Don't buy his papers. He'll always gouge you. Always. He'll pay. You buy his papers, I guarantee you, you'll be paying quadruple what you normally would." The kid's name, Edgar. Don't trust him, okay? That bit of information I give you for free. You're welcome.
I'm writing it down. Edgar, the paper boy.
He turns to her and he's like, "Elle, I gotta focus right now, please." But you're doing a great job, darling.
Without turning from the party, she says, "Well, you can take a look at that guy over there. I'm pretty sure that boy there is, a spring for the red gears. You know what I mean?"
I immediately run over to that side and put my scope and get a closer look at him.
As you get a closer look, you don't know that much about it, but it looks like she's absolutely right. He's wearing a little pendant that you recognize as at least being from the Red Gears, and he's definitely not your average cog in the Red Gears.
Okay. Now, Elle, what exactly what is a spring?
But the point is that they're a cut above some of the rest. They hold a bit of sway. Not too much, mind you, but they hold a bit.
I want to focus on what he's doing. What is he doing? In fact, I gesture to Elle. I just say, "I'll be back in a flash," right? And I toss her the gold coin, and I wink at her, and I say, "Don't wait up."
She catches the coin, and she says, "Oh, don't worry, dear, I wouldn't." And she takes another swig.
Slightly hurt as he turns away, so she doesn't see it. He's just like, "That was brutal." Continuing on. Yeah. And
she actually says, wait. As you go to the other side of the rooftop, and she says, that kid there. And as you look over at him, you recognize him, and she says, "That right there is one of them heavy brass corporals." And the person she's pointing to is Kimon.
dang. About immediately, he turns around and is, hugging the rifle pretty hard as he runs and almost jumps over to the ledge of the building to set up his shot.
All right.
And he yells down. He's like, "What are you doing here, Kimon?"
Is he out in my eyesight?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
he's approaching the bar.
Consider me hunkering. I am hunkered. I'm not gonna say anything. I just have my arms crossed. I'm like, all right, okay.
Kimon says, "Come on, you guys. You know I wouldn't do anything to Al's place."
Oh man, I almost told her Donia. Oh no. Elektra, just kind of cocks her head and goes, "Listen, bud, I know you think that you're doing what's, gonna be best for this part of the town. But listen, if you bring any kind of trouble anywhere near here, I will not hesitate, man. Like, I will not hesitate. I know you don't do this on purpose, or at least you don't think you're doing anything wrong, but you have been causing trouble everywhere you go with all of this nonsense.
Elektra,
Listen.
permission to put one through his collarbone if he doesn't listen.
Permission granted, but
Hey, I'm just trying to help. I'm just trying to keep this place safe like you. I'm just here to make sure none of those red gears bust this place up.
oh yeah, and when one of those red gears sees a heavy brassman hanging around here, that's not the kind of association he wants. Not only that, that's going to cause a stir all in itself, but think ahead a little bit.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Okay. I'm actually not bad at that.
He says, as he looks to you and back, and he says, "Yeah, maybe you're right. All right, boys." And he gestures, and you can see actually some movement in the window of the building across from you, and he directs them in the opposite direction.
Hey, Kimon.
Yeah.
Listen, bud. I know you're trying to be a good kid. Keep your head down.
I'll try. You too.
I'll try.
And he
Yeah.
and he walks and he walks his boys to the block, to a block away.
Piper, I need you up here.
What's up, boss?
I just saw a red gear, an officer, just in that alleyway. I need you to go check it out. Do you have a flare on you?
Yeah, I should. Might
Okay.
be something happen. It's been pretty low all night, so yeah, I'll check him out.
All right. Let me know if you run into any trouble, and then secondly, light the flare if there's, say, more than 10 people where you go.
Sounds good. I'll do that. So Piper is going to, so they're on the roof, so she's going to scale down the building of the tavern. And I'm assuming it's pretty dark outside, right? Aside from the lights coming from the main building that she's leaving.
I would say that it's about dusk, or it will be dusk soon, rather. So the light's beginning to fade just between the buildings, but there's still a lot of light around. So the alley might be dark, but the road that you would be approaching from would be well lit.
Okay. As she prepares to go down the side of the building, she's going to put her hood up, as to just draw less attention to her face and just, her red hair. So she goes down the building and she heads in that direction, but she immediately, as soon as she gets to the next closest building in the direction of this gang member, she's going to head back onto the rooftops and pursue him from there.
All right. So your check is just high enough in perception to notice as you look down into the alleyway, the red gear officer, Spring they call them, just barely leaves the alleyway. And you can see that on either end of the alleyway is left a trap. This particular trap is called a whirler. And you don't know the details of it, but you're pretty sure you could set one off if you're careful.
Okay. And you said this was on the other side, the other alleyway?
This is on either side of the alleyway.
Oh, okay. Okay. And so this is the one from the alleyway that he just left or just went into?
The alley, they're the same alley. The alley he left is the alley he came into.
Okay. And so is he still in the alleyway, or did he just walk through it? And
Nope, he's exited on the other side.
okay. I want to see what direction he's going in before I investigate the traps.
Absolutely. As you head to the opposite side of the building to get a better view of the street where he stands, he's met up with about 4 other red gears. They look like hogs, low rank, and speaking to them, and he gestures to one of them, pointing to the alleyway where he came out of. He points to another alleyway, and as they start to disperse, he taps one on the shoulder and he points up at one of the buildings, and before letting him go, letting them disperse, and he himself turns and goes up the street away from Al.
Okay. Where do the others go? The other lower ranking members.
One of them has entered the building that you are in, just at the ground level. You can't see after that, obviously. One of them heads towards an alleyway that is just on the other side of the building from the alleyway that the spring had pointed to. And then the other heads down the street towards Aldor's, and another goes into a building just across the way.
Okay. And so this alleyway and all these locations are fairly close to the tavern, right?
That is correct. And actually, go ahead and make a stealth check for me.
Oh, it's a dirty 20.
Ooh, okay. So you just peek over the top and survey all this. Where do you go from there?
Let's see. So I am going to I'm going to assume that there's probably more of these traps. If he's sending all these guys in different directions, he's probably got a whole setup going on. And I don't know where he's going, but I'm assuming it's to either get whatever they're doing rolling, or checking up with other people in different locations and setting them up for whatever's going to happen. So I think she's going to investigate the whirlers, because she's also a tinkerer. She kind of has some experience with tinkering and things of the mechanical nature, so she's familiar with the whirlers. But I think she wants to investigate them, and so she is going to don a costume before going down, just because she knows that there are gang members in the area. So I think she wants to play it safe. Piper also likes to indulge in disguises. So she's going to use disguise self and don a costume that would make her look like a drunken old man.
Is this the disguise self spell or just a disguise kit?
It's the spell. So she's gonna look like a drunken old man. She dons the costume, casts the spell, and then she takes out her flask of whiskey, and she takes a swig, dumps a little on herself, and proceeds to go down the side of the building into the alleyway with the rollers.
Okay, hold that thought then. And I'm going to need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh, Dad.
Hey.
21.
21. That's a 7.
Oofa doofa, there you go.
Yeah.
I got a 14.
Yeah, 14 on my end.
What's your initiative modifier?
Me?
Yeah.
Dose.
Yeah, he beats me.
Okay. And you approach the alleyway. Go ahead and make a dexterity save for me.
Please be good.
Oh.
That ain't bad. That's 17.
Nice.
17. So as you walk into the alleyway, the whirler triggers. And it gives this loud zzz, and everyone hear it. Aurelius can't see it, but you know where it came from. And you know why it might have come from over there. And just as it's about to snap shut on you, deftly roll out of the way, and it wraps itself up and lies limp in the alleyway. But had you not moved, you probably would have had your back severely wrenched, and you would have been tied up until someone else freed you.
But as that happens, Piper is like, oof, that was a oof. And so she's trying to play into her role as a drunken fool. And she she rolls, and then she kind of like looks, she starts to move very stiff, trying to get into character, starts to wheeze a little bit. Oh my goodness! What a tarnation! What? Oh, it's one of them dang words. Oh man!
From out of one of the windows, a red gear leans out and points a hand crossbow at you and says, "Oi! Oi, what are you doing?"
Hey, who's in there? And she like flails around her
Whiskey.
her flask. Hey, who's in there?
He looks at you and he says, "Get out of here, old man."
Oh, all right, I'll be on my way. And she starts to kind of wobble away, takes a whisk. Oh, that's got a good kick. Oh.
You can't see any of this happen, but Aurelius, the sound of the whirler snapping shut was the last straw. Now, nervous, heavy brass and red gears alike charge forward, weapons ready, as the sound prompts battle. Aurelius, you are first in initiative.